Harry Maguire. Get rid of Harry Maguire.
Oh my God, Harry Maguire, get rid of Harry Maguire!
Maguire, you should hang your heads in shame. Representing Man United and letting people run past you. Get close to people.
That guy there, get the hell out, man.
If I said last week he shouldn't have played, he's nowhere near it out there.
It began as laughter. It ended as something closer to public punishment. Errors became shorthand for everything people thought was wrong with Manchester United. His face, his run, the way he fell, all of it became content. But laughter is not always harmless. When the jokes grow louder and the hate grows darker, this is not a simple tale of glory or failure. This is a living story about patience, quiet dignity, and one of football's most complicated redemption arcs. Harry Maguire started where many great English players do, on local pitches in Sheffield, where working-class values teach a boy early that football isn't just skill, it's grit, it's habit, show up, work, be dependable. That upbringing made him tough, not flashy. A steady climb followed. He earned his chance at Hull and Wigan, and then Leicester saw something worth building around. At Leicester, he didn't just become reliable, he played every single minute of a full Premier League season and walked away with the club's Best Player award. That season proved he could handle long runs, heavy expectations, and relentless performance pressure. Then came Russia, 2018. Harry Maguire rose for a header against Sweden and scored the kind of goal that shifts careers. He played every match, stood tall in the biggest moments, and the world suddenly saw not just a good defender, but a national rock. That tournament stamped him as a player for the highest stage. The big clubs noticed. In 2019, Manchester United paid a world record fee for a defender, £80 million, to bring him to Old Trafford. The price was enormous, and it carried a pressure that had nothing to do with tackles or positioning. It was about a number on a page that woke up a million opinions. Every move he made would now be judged against that figure. But his debut, against Chelsea, United won 4-0. He answered the critics early. He played almost every game. He was relentless with his minutes, the kind of player you point to and say, "This man never hides." He became captain.
Yeah, it's a massive honour to lead the team out for such a big club like Man United. So.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave him the armband.
Harry has been excellent, and it's been, as you say, it's almost unheard of the minutes he's played without missing out.
Because he wanted a voice, a presence, someone to marshal the backline. And Harry looked like he was born to lead. Then the cracks arrived, and they arrived fast. Just before the Premier League restarted after the pandemic, Maguire was on holiday in Greece with family and friends when a bystander injected his sister with an unknown substance. A fight broke out. Police got involved. The situation spiraled, and Harry Maguire was convicted in a Greek court of assault, attempted bribery and violence against public employees. 2 months later, back on the pitch, October 4th, 2020, he produced a disaster of a performance in a 6-1 loss to Spurs. And from that moment, Maguire became the media's favourite victim after every United defeat. Trust me, there are a lot of those. New coaches, new systems, a club in freefall. When a team collapses, the world looks for a face to blame.
Maguire talking during the week, he was like a robot. Apologies to the fans. Like no emotion behind it.
But sod this, get the hell out of my club, Harry Maguire. Done and dusted.
Television replays, pundit panels, and social media turned every error into a story about a man with a big head and slow legs. The memes were relentless. Maguire was no longer a footballer. He was a walking punchline. The fans who once chanted his name started booing, and then the sound grew into a storm. And then it got darker than ridicule.
This is worrying news because Harry Maguire, we're learning, has received a bomb threat to his home.
Harry Maguire has received a boom threat to his home. In April 2022, after a heavy defeat, Maguire received a credible boom threat. Police searched his property. His family were moved for their safety. That moment reminded everyone that words on a screen can become real danger. The crowd that once loved a player had become something else entirely. And yet, he stayed silent. He never hit back, never returned the abuse. He just kept training and kept showing up. Every time he was called upon, from the bench or from the start, he delivered moments of real impact. match-winning headers, crucial blocks, leadership in the dressing room. Then came the moment that changed everything. Champions League, Old Trafford, a must-win group stage game against FC Copenhagen. The score tied at the 72nd minute, and Maguire climbed above everyone, headed the ball into the net, and Old Trafford erupted. The same fans who had mocked him for years were chanting his name. It was the kind of small drama only football can give you. The fridge was Manchester United's saviour for the night. After that, the tone shifted. Not because one goal fixed everything, but because a player who had kept acting with dignity finally had a moment worthy of his persistence. And the moments kept coming, a heroic goal against Lyon to seal one of Old Trafford's most iconic comebacks. A late goal at Anfield to end United's miserable run against Liverpool. Harry Maguire, chanted, celebrated, redeemed. But let's be honest about what that redemption costs. It costs privacy. It costs patience. It costs the mental weight of facing a crowd that is cruel by habit. It costs family members worrying about threats. It costs replaying your worst moments on loop in your own head long after the rest of the world has moved on. And here's the thing we all need to sit with: how many players are out there right now who didn't have Harry's resilience? Footballers are rich, yes. They have great lives, absolutely. But they are still human. And the abuse directed at Maguire would have broken most people. He chose to stay when leaving would have been easier. He chose silence when fighting back would have felt justified. He chose the harder road: train, earn your place, and let your performances speak louder than your words. That is a quiet heroism. It doesn't always make headlines, but it is the architecture of a real comeback. So what do we take from all of this? Harry Maguire's story is full of contradictions. Heroic one day, ridiculed the next. Captain who lost his armband. A national rock who was booed by his own fans. Those contradictions make the story human. They make it worth telling. He went through hell. He kept showing up. He built himself back, step by step, game by game. Whether you love him or still doubt him, this man taught one lesson clearly: never give in. Keep your head down when the headlines scream, and let the game offer the final judgment. For Harry Maguire, the game has started to offer that judgment again. This is his redemption. Not final, but real. If this story hit different for you, smash that like button and subscribe. We tell the stories football forgets to finish.